Now today I had a thought about Subway Surfers, the running, jumping, felony committing game. No, seriously, graffiti would become a Class H felony if committed by a person with 2 or more prior convictions or who commits 5 or more violations within 60 days. But I thought about the core mechanics of the game, all the running. Would this game actually be possible in real life based on the world record high score? I even asked myself what the heck I was thinking. Ian, what are you doing, bro? I hear you, bro, but I need to answer this question so I can brag to all my friends at school that talk about Subway Surfers. Bro, the real question I want to answer is how far is Jake traveling in this game, and would it be possible in real life? Now, the first thing we need to take a look at is Jake's speed. Now, this is a bit of a tricky question to ask because there isn't a meters per second number in the top left corner. So we're gonna have to do a little more work. But before we do anything, I always wondered how tall Jake is. Like, for 5 years, no one has answered this question, so I'm going to. Now, what we have to use to calculate Jake's height is, what do you know, the train signal. Standing at an average height of 13.5 feet or 4.11 meters, 4.1148 to be exact. Now Jake looks about 1/5 of that train signal. I don't know about you, but that's just what I think. 13.5 divided by 5 is 2.7 feet or 0.82 meters. Boom. Jake's height. I did it, so you didn't have to. Anyway, that is extremely small for a so-called teenager, more like a 2-year-old. Imagine seeing a baby skateboarding graffiti artist running away from a police officer on subway trains. But let's get back on track. The only way we're going to figure out Jake's speed is if we have a reference point to use. If we know how long that object is and the time it takes for Jake to run across that object, we can calculate the speed, because speed equals distance divided by time. I'm going to use one of the subway train cars. Now this can get challenging to figure out because we don't know how long that train car is. But lucky us, the average train car is around 50 feet or 12.24 meters. But that car doesn't look even close to 50 darn feet. That car looks around 1/5 of the average train car. Oh, it's like everything is a scale factor by 1/5 in this world. Anyway, 50 divided by 5 is 10 feet or 3 meters, which is around the length of that train car. Now we have to see how long it takes for Jake to stumble and skip across. After what feels like 30 minutes and hundreds of calculations later, we finally have Jake's speed. Now it takes Jake around half a second to run across that 10-foot train car. 10 divided by 0.5 is 20, so Jake's final speed is 20 feet per second, or 6 meters. Ta-da! So the next step is coming up with the score to second ratio. And when we know how many feet Jake is running in 1 second, we can calculate how many miles Jake is running in the world record high score. And yes, I'm saying miles because I know for sure Jake is running past 1 mile. I calculated that you get around 520 points per second. Now the world record goes to Harshal Gavel? Gavel? Is it Gavel? Look, I'm sorry, Harshal, if you're watching this video, but I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce your name. Anyway, besides all that guilt because of the ignorance of names, Harshal got a whopping total of 2,147,483,647 points. Holy schnitzel! That must have taken nearly 2 hours to even get to 1 billion points. I could barely get to 300,000 points without rage quitting and leaving the dang game. Now, with all that information in our 200 IQ theorist brains, we can calculate how many miles Jake is running. Jake is earning around 520 points per second. Now, if you apply that to 2 billion points we had before, 2,147,483,647 divided by 520 points times 20, blah, 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 math. And we get a huge, giant, and ridiculous total of, drumroll please, 82,595,524.8 feet. That's 15,643.1 miles, or 25,175.12 kilometers. Holy Toledos! That is a humongous number. Based on most scientific studies, you burn 100 calories per mile. Running 15,643.1 miles, you would burn 1,564,310 calories. Jake, what the freak did you eat to have to run this much? Would you even be able to survive that much running? I don't know if you know this, but the average marathon is 26.2 miles. Jake is running about 597 times that amount. And he's keeping that pace the whole way. The circumference of the Earth is 24,850 miles. Jake is running half the circumference of the Earth. You know how I said that I usually rage quit when I die at 300,000? Jake is running 11,538.46 feet, or 2 miles. If I ran any farther, I could kill my character. Jake's body wouldn't have enough calories to even use to run anymore, so me getting caught by the law might have saved Jake's life. You know what? It makes sense now that Jake is always hungry all the time in the animated show. He's burning a butt ton of calories. Makes me look like a gym wimp. But hey, that's just a theory. Again, wait, hold on. Sorry, I've just been watching a bunch of theories from MatPat, so I kind of just got used to the outro and I just adapted it to my own video. But let me think of a new outro. Hold on. See you when I get back. That's just a theory. A theory. Not a game theory. I'm not. Yeah. I'm really gonna have to work on my outro, aren't I? But anyway, I really hope you enjoy my new theory videos because I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, as I explained in the beginning of the video, but I also have to adapt a new editing style for these videos because you have to be more visual with theories and express your ideas well with video clips and characters. So I'm going to have to learn a few new things, but don't worry about me. All I hope is that you enjoyed this video. I did a bunch of research and looking around for this theory, and I tried to bring the most information and quality in this video. So this video would actually make sense and I wouldn't give you a ton of bullcrap information. You don't have to comment or anything like that. All you have to do is just hit that like button. Seriously, that's all you have to do to show your appreciation to me. And if you do, thanks. Anyway, let's get to that outro. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and if you like the content that I create and want to see more, consider subscribing. And as always, see you in the next one. And cut.